This question comes from Sam, who asks, how do tsunamis form? You might imagine them as simply giant waves, born from a storm at sea, a larger version of the surf you'd find at a beach. But that is a profound misunderstanding. A storm wave is a surface event, a ripple in the bathtub. A tsunami is something else entirely. It is a bullet fired by the planet itself. The story doesn't begin with water. It begins with violence, in the silent, dark pressure of the ocean floor. Two tectonic plates, locked in a slow-motion struggle for centuries, finally slip. In an instant, 1,000 kilometers of seabed lurches upward or downward by meters. It is an earthquake with the energy of thousands of nuclear weapons. But its fury is directed not into the air, but into the ocean column above it. This is the crucial moment. The quake doesn't just shake the water, it displaces it. Imagine slamming your hand straight up on the bottom of a full bathtub. The entire water column above your hand is shoved upward. That is exactly what happens on a planetary scale. An immense volume of water, cubic kilometers of it, is suddenly punted skyward. This creates not a wave, but a mound of water, a hump on the ocean's surface trying to collapse back under gravity. But here is the first counterintuitive truth. In the deep ocean, this hump is almost invisible. It might be only a meter high, yet it is hundreds of kilometers long. This is not a breaking wave. It is a submerged ridge of energy traveling at the speed of a jetliner, over 800 kilometers per hour. Beneath the surface, the entire water column, from the seafloor to the surface, is in motion. A ship in its path would only feel a gentle, slow rise and fall, lasting several minutes. The crew would notice nothing but a strange rhythmic swell. The horror is passing completely beneath them. The tsunami is a creature of the deep. Its speed and power are tied to the ocean's depth. But as it approaches land, the seafloor shallows. This is where its second, terrifying transformation occurs. The leading edge of the colossal, fast-moving water column suddenly hits the continental shelf. It has nowhere to go but up. The energy compresses. The wave slows dramatically, but its height grows exponentially. The invisible, spread-out ridge of energy rears up into a towering, ceaseless wall of water. But the most dangerous part is not the wall you see. It is the trough that arrives first. The water is pulled back from the shoreline, sucked out to feed the rising wave. This is the ocean's gasp before the scream. Beaches extend for hundreds of meters, fish flop on suddenly dry sand, and the sea retreats with a sinister hiss. This is nature's final, cruel warning, often misunderstood as a curiosity rather than a deadline for survival. When the main mass of water arrives, it does not crash like a breaker. It surges. It is not a wave. It is a sudden, rapid, and catastrophic rise in sea level. It is the ocean arriving as a fast-moving, knee-deep flood that in seconds becomes chest-deep, then roof-deep, and then simply an inland-moving torrent of debris, cars, and concrete. Its power comes not from the impact of falling water, but from the immense weight and relentless push of the entire displaced water column behind it. Dr. Keeler's diagnosis? A tsunami is a gravity correction. The earthquake creates a temporary hill of water in the open ocean. A tsunami is simply the universe refusing to tolerate that hill, smoothing it out with terrifying efficiency. All that geologic energy, converted into kinetic form, must go somewhere, and it goes toward the only place with nowhere left to run: our coasts. The final haunting lesson is one of time and scale. The triggering earthquake lasts minutes. The wave crosses an ocean in hours. The drawn-back sea gives a warning for mere minutes. But the event itself, the rearrangement of the seafloor, is permanent. The tsunami is not just a wave. It is the echo of a planetary rearrangement, a message written in water, delivered with the full, indifferent force of physics to our doorstep. It reminds us that we live on the active skin of a planet where the ground can, without warning, decide to become the sea.